Good morning. It's a cool day. It's definitely sweater weather here, isn't it? Jessie and Tucker both have their jackets and sweaters on because it's cold. Yeah, it's foggy in the mornings over here, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. Thank you for joining. Today I will be reading Jessie, the story of Jessie's adoption. Yay! Ah, a pretty girl. So every Saturday morning, I'm here reading one of Jessie's books to you. Thank you so much for joining and Happy New Year. This next month in February will actually be Jessie's Gotcha Day. She was adopted on 2/12/12. So February 12th of 2012. So we'll be celebrating her Gotcha Day. And when we do that, every February, we give back to the shelter where Jessie was adopted from. So I'm talking about it because that's what the story is about. She was adopted from Miss Winkle's Pet Adoption Center. And over the years since her adoption, they've opened a new facility. It's very nice, and they had a record number of dog and cat adoptions in 2020. So they're doing really well, but their doors are closed to the public because of the pandemic. So if you want to go see an animal or see if your dogs or cats get along with another animal you're considering adopting, you have to make an appointment. So things are different for them, as I'm sure all animal shelters have adjusted to the times lately. So with all that considered, having a record number of adoptions in a year like we had last year, that's pretty good. Yeah, so we want to give back, and we've done it. This will be our fourth annual in February, and every October I give to the Fresno Bully Rescue because it's Pitbull Awareness Month. But every February, in honor of Jessie's Gotcha Day, it's always a donation drive for Miss Winkle. So keep your eyes open and see when I talk about that more. And you can always go to my website and make a donation. And it's going to go straight there. Everything I get in the next 2 months will go definitely to that rescue, Miss Winkle's, where it all started for Jessie. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, the website, www.jessiethepitmix.com. And you can also buy these books there. Also, you can buy them through Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Turn off my notifications, so sorry. Yes, we are live, and also on my website in the next couple of days, I'm going to be putting together a set. I have these 2 books in a set, but I'm going to put together a set with all 3 books, so be looking for that to celebrate Jessie's Gotcha Day. Yay! All right, here we go. Hi, I'm Jessie. I'm a pit bull. I know. Pit bulls are mean. Huh, yeah, right. Well, I'm here to say you can't believe everything you hear. Enough of that. More about me. I must admit, I might be a little funny looking at first glance, but everyone thinks I am gorgeous. At least those that matter, and I happen to agree. My hair is soft and shiny and kind of short. Definitely easy to manage. Can you imagine what those long hairs go through just to wash their hair? I am also missing one of my front teeth. Puppy playtime, enough said. I'm mostly black with a thin white stripe between my eyes. It's a little crooked. Just one of my beauty marks. And I have a splash of white around my nose that curls down my chin and makes a cute little shape on my chest. My whiskers, now they are funny. On one side of my face, they're white. On the other side, black. I guess I'm lucky. They're not green. Now, my best feature is my ears. They're what makes me unique. One always stands straight up. The other always flops down. Don't you think that is just the most precious thing? And I love to have my face petted. She does. Well, back to my story. I wasn't always the light of Mom's eyes. I used to live at a house where everything wasn't so nice. It was okay at first. I would play and jump on the couch and run around the kitchen. That's where the tooth incident happened. But as I began to grow, my people put a thick collar on me and tied me to a tree in the backyard, even in the rain. I tried to get their attention using my ears, you know, that floppy and straight thing, and I would howl, but nothing seemed to work. It seemed like nobody wanted me anymore. I just sort of gave up. They never came out to play. They would never pet me. One night, when it was raining, I pulled at my lead trying to get on the porch. It was wet. I pulled and twisted and slipped and slithered. All of a sudden, I couldn't feel the collar anymore. I was free. I scratched at the door, but no one answered. It was dark and cold. I looked around and ran along the fence. I found a loose board and pushed it with my nose. The board moved. I pushed a little more and the board fell off. Wow! I wondered what was on the other side. I squeezed through the hole, and all of a sudden, I was on the other side. I could run and run and run. When I stopped running, I was in a strange place. It wasn't a backyard. In fact, it wasn't a yard at all. There were no fences, no collars, no people. It was huge, with rows and rows of vines growing on big stumps with clusters hanging down. It was kind of scary. Being in the vineyard wasn't so bad. Early in the morning, people would walk through the vines looking at the purple things. You know, those clusters. I tried eating them, but they were very sour. Anyway, I knew I had to hide, but I was getting really, really hungry. There was water in the ditches, but the only thing I could find to eat was what the peoples had dropped. Not much. It seemed like I was always hungry. One day, there was this person who kept calling me. Here, boy. Here, boy. Can't you tell I'm a girl? Just look at me. Do I look like a boy? Anyway, he held out some food. It smelled like a chicken sandwich. Oh, did my mouth start to water. As I was eating the sandwich, he started to pet me. I didn't know how much I missed getting petted. I couldn't get enough. It felt so good. The man took me to a place called a shelter. There were lots of dogs there. Big dogs, little dogs, old dogs, and puppies. Even some pit bulls like me. The peoples gave me a bath. A girl needs her beauty treatment, and some water and treats. I like treats. They even petted my face. After a couple of days at the shelter, a family walked between the cages. I don't want a puppy, I heard the lady say. When they looked at me, we stared at each other. Something clicked. I knew these were my peoples. I had to have them. I wagged my tail, I smiled, I jumped up and down. I tried to squeeze through the cage to get close to them. Everyone in the family petted me. It felt so good. She looks like a pit bull, Mom, the girl said, but it says lab mix on the card. She knows I'm a pit bull, and she could tell I'm a girl. Beautiful and smart. You know your dogs, the shelter person said. She is a pit bull. But she's so cute, the girl said. Look at her eyes. They sparkle. I put on my bestest smile. Aren't you a sweetie? Mom said. See how I called her Mom? There are a lot of them around, especially in the shelters. The helper person said, Christina, I think her name was. Pit bulls are normally very sweet and affectionate, just like any dog that is loved and cared for. Then they left. I thought I was going home, but they left. Now what was I going to do? I knew I would be stuck at the shelter forever. Later that afternoon, there was a big commotion in the hallway. My family was back, and they had brought all of their other dogs to meet me, just to make sure I get along with everyone, so of course they loved me. Home I went with Mom, girl, and 3 other dogs. What a family. They are so lucky they found me. Really? I'm the lucky one. They took me to school where I learned to sit and stay and lie down. And I can shake hands. Well, pause. Mom takes me for walks every day. I even get to sleep with her on her big, soft bed. Sure beats being tied to a tree, you think? I love being next to her. That's where she is right now. She's right there. She tells me how pretty I am. She gives me treats, and she tells me I'm a good girl. What more could a girl ask for? And you know what? She pets me. I love having my face petted. Also, just a few things that I have in the back of my book. I always have some recipes. So her treat recipe, which we should be making that any day now because we're running low on treats. I always bake them. Very, very easy recipe. And also a little bit about pit bulls and rescues, which I've put this in my latest blog on my website. So if you go to www.jessiethepitmix.com, you can read a little bit about pit bulls and rescues. I have this in all 3 of my books in the back. So very important. That's pretty much the reason I do what I do. I advocate for the dogs, I advocate for shelter dogs, I advocate for pit bulls, and I also donate 25% of my profits to the Bully Rescue. So this month it will be going to, remember, Miss Winkles, where everything all started, where Jessie was adopted from. Miss Winkles is an amazing organization. Let's check out Jessie. Tucker's been giving himself a bath. Oh, he's licking his paws. Let's check out the Jessie Jess. Hey there. How you doing, Jessie? You're looking good in your sweater. Yeah, let's check out that leg. Your fur's growing back. It looks good. We got the waggy wags going. Your little fur's growing back. You got your stitches out. You're looking good. Looking good, Jessie. Say happy Saturday, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.